I brought a shirt. That's mine, kid. Yeah, that's mine. You get the blanket. Let's see. You know. The parade has started. The parade will be here in 15 minutes. Okay. Did you want a good shot of me for your cameraman? You're not really? You're like everybody else over there. You want to go on that?
She just said wants to read.
Well, welcome to Tulip Time in Holland, Michigan. It's been a pleasure to welcome you here and to be experiencing what we're experiencing in the warm, warm weather brought to you by sunshine.
Hey, it's fantastic. Hey, why don't you let them know who you are?
Well, today I'll be Tim Freeman, and you?
I'm Nathan Box. I happen to be the mayor of the city of Holland, and you have a role at the city as well.
As well, I represent Ward 1 as City Council.
That's great. We've been doing this for years, doing parades, but this is the first time you and I have been doing this as elected officials. We were gone for 3 years.
Through
We were
COVID.
gone for 2, but it was 3 years ago was the last time we did this.
Absolutely.
The world's changed quite a bit. Tulip Time has changed quite a bit over those years. Why don't you give us an idea of some of the new things that are happening with Tulip Time this year?
You know, it's been very interesting through the COVID experience. One of the interesting things is in the fall, the tulips were all planted. The residents came together and planted in our city parks, and the city parks department planted along the streets. And then in January, as you know, January, February, COVID exploded in the entire world. But the tulips didn't know that. And as we came out of the quarantines, we did not have a festival 2 years ago.
None at all.
And all our residents really came forward and enjoyed the beauty of the tulips, found each other once again. And today, the benefit, I think, of that entire experience has been our volunteer pools have just exploded. And the city engagement in the festival today has been like none other. And so it's been really, really fun.
It is great to see the incredible crowds this year. I've not seen crowds, I don't think, since the 1980s that are this large. People are coming in droves to the city. The residents are coming out in full strength. This is the first time we've had a parade since 2019. We actually made some changes to the parades this year as well. We used to do the Volks Parade on Wednesday, and we did the Kinderparade on Thursday, and then the Parade of Bands, the Musikparade, on Saturday. But we've combined things and changed things up a little bit. Why don't you give us an idea of what we've got going on for the parade today, Tim?
Holy mackerel, can I tell you about that? Right? Well, Wednesday's parade is not happening, and many parts of it are being introduced into this parade in particular. But today, the primary objective of our tour is to celebrate our children and students. And so being a Kinderparade, like a kindergarten, you're going to see the students of our great city and of surrounding schools that are participating and representing the different aspects of the culture of the Netherlands.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and the parade has arrived, Tim. We just had the Holland Department of Public Safety segways, and right on screen in front of us are the Holland Department of Public Safety Honor Guard, followed close behind by the Gentex Kinderparade sponsor banner, sponsored this year by Gentex Corporation. Great local employer stepped up and wanted to support this year's parade.
They've been very supportive, and we're so appreciative of their partnership in the community. And if you saw
Fantastic. They're getting a great reception from the crowd standing up for the Honor Guard today, and this tends to be a great patriotic crowd here in Holland, Michigan. We love our Holland Police Department. They are incredibly well trained. You and I have both learned, we've become public officials, how phenomenal our local police department is.
Absolutely.
Well trained, well equipped, great officers keeping every one of us safe every day.
I so appreciate their, really, they have a servant spirit. They want to serve our community and to do it well. And so as a resident and a city official, we're just very appreciative of what they do and their investment in our city.
Fantastic. There's that Gentex Corporation Kinderparade sponsor banner. Great folks from Gentex coming, and great vehicles coming right behind them as well. Gentex does a lot with innovation with the automotive industry, with glass, and these are some phenomenal off-road vehicles and campers. That's some powerful stuff in front of us.
That's awesome. Right behind them is the Holland Christian High School Marching Band. Holland Christian School has had a long and proud tradition of excellence, whether it be in the concert setting, as long as Tulip Time parades have been en route. The Holland Christian High School Marching Bands have consistently received top ratings of the Michigan High School Band and Orchestra Association festivals. We'll listen to them for a bit.
Dutch dance directors Ann Mulder and Elizabeth Terhaar as grand marshals for today's parade. Ann's daughter Chris has made my Dutch costume for the last 10 years.
And so you've had 10 costumes since then, right?
I have. A great group of Dutch dancers coming in, giving a great view of the variety of Dutch costumes that appear throughout the festival, all authentic, from the material to the patterns to the way that they're made.
I was able to see the Dutch dancers the other night surrounding Centennial Park and doing the dance, and they did a really nice job. It's so nice to have them back.
It is, and they're going to be performing this evening on 8th Street. If you get an opportunity, come right downtown. The elementary school dancers will be dancing in the 6 o'clock hour, and then the high school dancers and alumni at the 7 o'clock hour.
We're lucky to have the Dutch dance directors. They work with the students and the community to make sure that each one of our dancers is ready and equipped to serve well as a dancer. So we're really blessed to have them. And here's the Tulip Time float.
We've got our Dutch dance director, executive director, Jen Reichboost, and alumni, kinder, and area school directors riding on that beautiful Tulip Time float covered with great tulips. Way to see you. Great to see you.
Carolyn Stitch, local artist who does beautiful work, and she captures many of the tulips throughout, and there it is on that bike as a big old tulip.
And we've got the Clarios division sponsor. Clarios creates the most advanced battery technologies for virtually every type of vehicle, followed by the Ready for School. They see big potential in all small children. Oh, I got to take this one. This is Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist riding in a beautiful 1966 Mustang convertible owned by yours truly. That's my son at the driver's seat. As part of the Whitmer administration, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist has sought to address injustice and inequity across our state at every single level. Followed immediately by Attorney General Dana Nessel. Dana Nessel's here also visiting. Oh, look at her. She's walking with the parade group this day, and beautiful in pink today.
She's taking it for Team Tulip time. Today it is 85 degrees, unseasonably warm. And for our guests to be walking and students to be walking today is an achievement in itself, so we are very appreciative.
It's fantastic to have her with her here today.
The Grand Marshal banner, the Grand Marshals from the Rotary Club. Holland Rotary is honored as the Grand Marshal of the Gentex Kinderparade. The local club has invested in more than 100 years of service to local schools, especially special education departments and the community.
Well, it looks like the Rotary Club's got their own float there as well. For over 40 years, they've brought international exchange students to experience Holland, Holland Christian, and West Ottawa high schools, and sent local students for a year abroad. Their impact in the greater Holland area can be seen by numerous projects, including the building and placing of benches along the walking paths at Windmill Island Gardens, Little Book Houses in collaboration with Herrick Public Library, Adopt a Highway Cleanup, and the creation of Holland Rotary Leaders for the 21st Century, 7th grade 2-day leadership conference held at Hope College the last 20 years. During Tulip time, the Holland Rotary can be found as grandstand greeters, with After Hours Rotary Club and Zeeland Rotary Club greeting guests and the parade.
Well, right behind them is Holland Christian's Rose Park. They're representing the Dutch food. Each category, or excuse me, each school represents a different aspect of the culture in the Netherlands, and we're going to highlight that throughout the parade route.
Now, is there Dutch food in that train, Tim? That's a
probably
great
is.
way to ride in the parade. I want to do that one next year.
Our students from Rose Park Elementary are depicting the new mission statement of our Tulip Time Festival, which is celebrating Holland's tulips, Dutch heritage, and our community.
And this is the Holland Christian Middle School Band. The Holland Christian 7th, 8th grade band is under the direction of Mr. Matt Veenstra. They're assisted in their preparation by Mr. Scott Vandenberg from Holland Christian High School. Let's take a listen. It's a hot day to be a tulip player out there.
So again, we're celebrating the Dutch heritage. So proud of the students. Each one has a Dutch costume. You cannot buy a Dutch costume. By some local seamstress, or your mom or dad takes that, you hand them down throughout the generations, and they get worn numerous times throughout the years and through your family. When you're done with your family, you probably pass it on to your cousins and neighbors.
So it looks like they've got Dutch rusk. I see Dutch peppermints, Wilhelmina peppermints. Tim, you and I have been enjoying Wilhelmina peppermints right before the parade.
That's right.
Roasty chocolates and my favorite, windmill cookies.
Those peppermints are the extra big size. It's kind of like putting 3 peppermints in your mouth at one time.
It is. Oh, salsa broches. You see the children carrying the paper mache pigs. Those are, I'm sure, for pig in the blankets.
Pig in the blankets.
Yeah.
A little tongue-in-cheek there.
Pigs in blankets.
Boom. We'll be here all week.
It's amazing the number of students that we're able to bring down here from all of the area schools. Thousands and thousands of kids come down, march with their classrooms, have a great time, and of course, all of their parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles are all lining the parade route.
They're all at the end waiting for them with buckets of water, I'm sure. There's some beautiful tulip blooms.
so creative in the way that they do this. A lot of these kids do this as art projects throughout the course of the springtime, heading up to Tulip time, and then they get to show that off to the community as part of the parade. You can even see water bottles. They're squirting the kids as they go along. It's in the high. Oh, I've got 91 degrees on my watch. It's a warm one out there today. They're working hard to keep everybody cool.
Southside Christian, which is part of the Holland Christian Schools, representing Dutch art, and so you'll see many of the sunflowers as part of that. And then right behind them are the windmills.
So this year, their first and second grade students were wearing Dutch costumes, are celebrating Dutch artists and their artwork, while other students are dressed as tulip gardeners, who are showcasing a unique tulip design as they celebrate the tulip. Banners are carried by Holland Christian students depict paintings of former Holland Christian art teacher Sylvia Steelstra. This is the Holland Christian preschool float.
Holland Christian Schools, again, their commitment to equipping the minds and nurturing the hearts to transform the world for Jesus Christ. This float highlights the youngest learners in their thriving preschool programs. Right behind them, celebrating again the Dutch heritage.
Love the flags from all over the Netherlands. Look like those are hand-painted.
And the artist is what, Nathan?
Oh no, you got me on that one.
Van Gogh.
Oh, those are all Van Goghs. Oh, they've carried the artist palettes. And we have the Holland Christian 6th grade band. Holland Christian 6th grade band is under the direction of Mr. Matt Veenstra, and they're being assisted in their preparation by Mr. Scott Vandenberg from Holland Christian High School.
They're passing by. Right behind them is our local TV station, WZZM. 13 on your side. 13 on your side speaks out to our community. To make our community a better place, we help people reach their goals by providing information to help them learn, grow, and change and succeed.
They tell stories that celebrate the uniqueness of our community, and they're compassionate about community advocates. They are 13 on your side. That's an enthusiastic group out there. Hey, those Channel 13 folks are really excited to be
excited.
here. Yeah.
It's early in the parade.
This is the Bowerman Blueberries Farm Market. Bowerman Blueberries Farm Market has been growing delicious blueberries since 1954. They're the home of the original famous blueberry donuts, pies, muffins, and many other outstanding bakery treats. Bowerman Blueberries Farm Market expanded their farm store to double the size, adding an ice cream room offering blueberry custard that's made with their own blueberries.
Have you been to the place yet, downtown?
They just moved downtown on 8th Street.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great to see them in both in downtown and in today's Kinderparade.
Well, the Lakeshore area homeschoolers leading the Wienermobile.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
It's the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. It is 60 hot dogs high, 24 hot dogs tall, and it weighs over 140,000 hot dogs.
I was in the Tulip Time office earlier today, and people were calling, where is that going to be at? And it was just so fun to be able to tell them that be in the parade today. The Wienermobile is piloted by hot doggers Tasty Tay and the Nickeroni and Cheese. Nickeroni and Cheese is from the Trinidad, Colorado, and Tasty Tay is a Michigan native.
This is Worldwide Mobility. Mobility Worldwide provide handicapped children and individuals of God with hand-powered cranked mobility cart vehicles that allow them to go where ordinary wheelchairs are unable to travel. Mobility Worldwide is a faith-based, volunteer-powered humanitarian and worldwide organization which is located here in Holland, Michigan. Affiliates are worldwide and they operate as nonprofit organizations. They've done over 100,000 of those carts.
It's awesome. Right behind them, Inno Academy, Come Grow With Us is their theme this spring. Students from Inno Academy, located as nearby in Zeeland, are asking others to come grow with us. These kiddos, representing young 5s through 8th grade, love to engage with nature-based learning, daily Spanish language instruction and travel, both near and far, as they practice their leadership and language skills while embracing our diverse world.
Next up is LG Energy Solution of Michigan. A Tulip Time LG banner decorated with tulips will lead a group that says LG Energy Solution is proud to support the growing. Welcome, bienvenidos, and something in Korean. The 4 languages represent Holland's Dutch heritage and the local growth represented in Spanish and Korean. As many folks know, I actually have a daughter from South Korea who I'm sure could read that on the banner.
That's awesome. Compassionate Heart Ministries. Compassionate Heart is a fun, Christ-centered organization serving people with mild to moderate disabilities to come, have fun, and build their lifelong, lasting friendships.
Could it possibly be time for Division 3?
This parade is just flying on by.
Moving
I
right
haven't
along.
seen a purple hippopotamus yet, though. Have you?
I have not. I've heard there was a purple hippopotamus in the parade coming up. I think perhaps in Division 3 or
keep
farther
our
down.
eyes peeled.
We'll keep looking out for that. Great parade, thousands and thousands of folks that are out here today to enjoy this. People very excited to be in Holland. We've been breaking all kinds of attendance records throughout the community. Windmill Island had 25,000 people just over the weekend. My understanding is there were 14,000 people out in the art and craft fair, the artisan market.
Artisan market
on Saturday alone. Everyone wants to be in Holland, Michigan this week. It's going to be a spectacular weekend coming up.
Well, I tell you, one of the biggest shifts that have taken place in my world is the shift from trolley tours to walking tours, and we've been selling out daily. We've doubled our capacity, and each one of those tours has been sold out, so that's been really fun.
And that's a brand new thing just last year that was an outcome of the pandemic.
Absolutely, and it's been a great thing.
Hey, this is Corpus Christi, the Diamonds of Amsterdam. Corpus Christi Catholic School pays tribute to Amsterdam, the city of diamonds, and their 5th grade students wear the colors red, white, and black to symbolize their flag. They respect the rich heritage and craftsmanship of the original Dutch settlers in our Holland community. Corpus Christi Catholic School welcomes all children, enriches their knowledge, nurtures their faith, and builds their character in a Catholic Christian environment. Great to see Corpus Christi Catholic School out here, one of the great parochial schools that we have here in the Holland, Michigan area.
Absolutely. You know, it's been interesting to watch these different families and hear their different stories about getting costumes. Because we haven't had parades for over 2 years, so really 3 years in a family's life. And kids don't stay the same size, Nathan.
They don't. Hey, I'm here in the Borculo Christian School Band. Borculo Christian School north of Zeeland, formed in 1957.
Well, here's the school from my neighborhood, Holland Heights Public Schools. Dutch Mother Goose is what they're representing. Their theme of Mother Goose goes Dutch. You will see that in some of their more familiar nursery rhymes have been creatively adapted, the storybook words to parade route action. Teacher in the Shoe, the traditional slates and student bells, 3 blind mice, mouse ears and sunglasses, and Dutch Little Miss Muffet with scary spiders and all.
Again, great to see kids out in Dutch costumes. Just saw the superintendent of schools for the Holland Public Schools, new superintendent Nick Cassidy's out here. Lots of teachers in a shoe. Oh, and here they come. Little Miss Muffet sitting on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey.
And there's a spider.
There's a whole secondary market of Dutch costumes for children in this town.
Absolutely.
Calls go out weeks in advance. Do you have one this size? Do you have one that size? Everyone looking to make sure that we have as many kids in costumes as we possibly can for the parade.
Right behind them, the Holland Public Schools Language Academy. The languages of their theme of languages bring us together. The 1st through 3rd grade marchers from the Holland Language Academy, all carrying illustrations of common items along with corresponding speech bubbles to show the names of the items in English, Spanish, and Dutch. Holland Language Academy serves grades K through 5 and is located in the former Van Raalte School. It offers Spanish immersion, introduction, and a unique design and setting. and they're represented well. There is a ton of them in here.
There's an awful lot of kids at the Holland Language Academy. It's fantastic to see them all out. I think every one of these kids wanted to make sure they were in the parade today.
Right.
They've missed out in the last 2 years. They said, we're going to make it happen this year. Everybody's out. Everybody's having a great time. It's wonderful to be back together again. Oh, and I hear in the distance the Holland Public Middle School marching band. This year, the Holland Middle School is represented by their 8th grade students, supported by Holland Public Schools' commitment to excellence in music education. Their students are very excited to march in their very first Tulip Time parades. Let's go, Dutch!
My youngest son's going to graduate from Holland High in the next couple of days.
Fantastic. I have all 3 of mine went to Holland High School. My wife did as well. And my parents.
So you're represented.
Well represented. I love the Dutch.
Holland Public West is a Dutch literature. The West Elementary students are proud to represent the Dutch literature. All of these first through first graders are carrying books to illustrate the well-known children's stories.
Now, you've been doing walking tours this year. You also do motor coach tours. One of the things that the folks ask me on my motor coach tours is they say, you must be recycling these kids back through the parade route. Right. How is it possible that there are this many children in Dutch costumes in the Holland, Michigan area? And I'm going to tell you, every single one of these kids goes through this parade once today. Just once. But they get to do it multiple times throughout the course of their elementary school career. A lot of these kids didn't get the chance to do that the last 2 years. They're out here today in force.
Well, and Nathan, I think it's interesting, too, that we forget the Holland itself is just 35,000 people, but we make up a whole of the community through West Ottawa and Holland, a township. There's multiple schools represented in our area.
Yeah, five major area high schools, and then in addition to that, the charter schools in the area between Holland Public, West Ottawa, Zeeland, Hamilton, all coming out today to make sure that they can be part of this great festival for the Holland Tulip Time Festival. And we've got Jefferson Elementary, Tulips in Bloom from bulb to bloom. As you know, Tim, most years the tulip is the star attraction of Tulip Time. Jefferson's 1st through 5th grade students want to recognize the stages of a tulip's growth and all the care it takes to help these wonderful flowers grow. Tim, how many years does it take to go from a tulip seed to a flowering bloom?
Oh, you got me. I don't know. Way to go.
21 years to go from seed to bloom, which is why we plant bulbs, not seeds.
I thought it was comparable to the drinking age. Now I'll remember that.
A lot goes into making sure that we've got tulips every year, planting in the fall, planting all summer so that the tulips can come in the springtime.
Tell you what, Evergreen Commons is right behind them. It's West Michigan's leader in healthy and active aging, serving adults 55 years or older, with the mission is to inspire older adults to live purposeful, active, and holistic lives in their residence of choice as fully as they are able. 2 locations, the Wellness Place and the Day Center.
This is Dance United. Dance United, which opened in September of 2019, is a community center dance studio located on the south side of Holland, Michigan. They've been here for 3 years, just itching to become part of the Tulip Time Festival, and this is their chance. They want to nurture and develop talent, celebrate the achievements of all students, and inspire appreciation of all styles of dance, such as ballet, break dance, competitive dance, hip-hop, jazz, lyrical, and tap.
The Zeeland High Marching Band, our neighboring community. The Zeeland High Marching Band is composed of 150 students from Zeeland East and West high schools. The band performed in 2022 for the MSBOA Marching Band Festival, earning a Division I. Let's listen to them. Nathan, what temperature did you say it's outside?
91 degrees and
How
dressed.
excited do you think these guys are to be marching again after 2.5 years?
They are excited about it, and I'm telling you, so are these folks dressed as food for the kids' food basket. It's showcasing their mission to nourish children to reach their full potential through fun fruit and vegetable-related costumes.
Camaros of Michigan 7 Cars. Camaros of Michigan is a car club dedicated to owners, enthusiasts, and fans of the 6 generations and earlier of GM Camaro. They are a nonprofit organization since 2015, and their mission is to raise money for charities like Hospice of Holland and Harvest Stand Ministries Food Basket. Beautiful cars.
Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous cars. Met some of these folks earlier today as they were lining up for the parade. Boy, are they proud of these vehicles and the great work that they do in the community. Little rumble as they go by.
Right. They're really proud of that, too.
This is BVW Property Management. BVW Property Management is a hometown company that served West Michigan for over 15 years. They specialize in long-term rentals, homeowner and condominium association management, vacation rentals, and maintenance services.
Right behind them is West Ottawa Wakazoo Sinterklaas being represented well. Sinterklaas is the Dutch expression of Santa Claus in America. In the Netherlands, St. Nicholas is called Sinterklaas. Wakazoo is celebrating the time when Sinterklaas comes to the Netherlands on a steamboat from Spain.
Sinterklaas costume created to be walking in a parade in early December, loving that 91-degree heat in a heavy robe and beard.
Taking it for Team Tulip time
That's
on
right.
that one.
And we've got the West Ottawa Lakewood Tulips Are Blooming. Lakewood Elementary is located in the shores of Lake Michigan. They are a relatively small family-oriented school that is outstanding choice in education for families in the Holland and West Ottawa area. It's a school with a history of excellence, receiving the 2019 National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award. The strong support of staff, families, and PTO, they excel at district-wide special education. Students accelerated in learning, great start readiness, preschool, and all of these and more in a safe and caring environment. Lakewood Elementary. Looks like they're doing Dutch planting tulips in buckets. Great way to get the kids out there and to keep them all together. I love the rope that they all hang on to make sure that they stay in line.
Stay in line and stay together. Right behind them, the West Ottawa Macatawa Bay and Harbor Lights Combined Band. These bands are a great group of 7th and 8th graders going to school there. Last year, they earned a #1 for superior ratings at the Michigan Band and Orchestra Festival. Many students who participated in solo and ensemble also received superior and excellent ratings. They are one talented group.
Let's go West Ottawa.
Woo! I don't know if you're seeing that, Nathan. All these entries have students and parents and teachers.
This is the West Ottawa Pine Creek King's birthday. Before it was called Queen's Day in honor of Queen Beatrix, prior to King Willem Alexander accession to the throne in 2013. From that day on, it's called King's Day or King's Birthday. The color orange, my favorite color, is worn on this day as a show of pride for the Dutch royal family. Interesting fact, Tim, the very first royal celebration was held on August 31st, 1885, in honor of the birth of Queen Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina peppermints that we're enjoying here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What I was saying earlier is all these different teachers and moms and dads are walking in the parade route with water bottles, and they're spraying down their kids and their participants, all to keep them cool on this hot parade day. West Ottawa Lakeshore.
I saved this one for you, Tim. Elfstedentag.
It really represents 11 towns race. Years ago, when the canals of the Netherlands would freeze over, an ice skating race was held with participants racing through 11 towns for the distance of 125 miles. Lakeshore Schools recreates this race with students using their rollerblades. Some students will be participating as townspeople from the towns, and they may have race starters, sell the hot chocolate or pea soup to the racers.
Perfectly
and participate as one of the camera crew to finish up.
Yeah, perfectly fitting for this year, as we're going to be building a new ice skating rink here in Holland, Michigan, coming up with our own ribbon of ice. So we have our own races around the ribbon.
Very good. I love it.
The West Ottawa Education Association bus, the West Ottawa Bookmobile. The Bookmobile is sponsored by the West Ottawa Education Association and the West Ottawa Public School District and continues to support generations of avid readers. Very, very important during the pandemic.
Absolutely.
To have that Bookmobile out there for kids to be able to get great books right at home.
It was interesting also during the pandemic. One of the benefits was the library putting different outposts all around that people can get library books from their different neighborhoods. It's been kind of neat.
Yes, and I believe they offered Wi-Fi as well. They would have the buses out there that provided Wi-Fi that people could pull into a parking lot, sign on to the Wi-Fi from the school, and kids could do their homework that way.
It's great.
This is West Ottawa North Holland May Day. North Holland School celebrates May Day. This festival on the first day of May greets the arrival of spring, just as we do here at Tulip Time. In 15th century Europe, May Day festivities mark the occasion with dances around the maypole. They're coming. North Ottawa Holland students march with colorful maypoles and floral designed flags. Looking great out there, ready for May Day, ready for spring, as we all are.
As those kids come up, right behind them is the West Ottawa High School Marching Band. It's one of the largest marching bands represented in our neighborhoods. The West Ottawa High School Marching Band is under the direction of Mike Hammond and Jay Gainforth. The drum majors are Josh Elwood, Cohen DeYoung, and Erwin Mann. The color guard captains are Zobella Bean, Kaylee Sanchez, Peyton Keeley, and Stephanie Zamudio. Drumline section leaders are Natalie Blake, Sam Ramirez, and James Bronius.
This has been another great year for the West Ottawa High School bands. The West Ottawa High School Symphony Band and Marching Band have received First Division ratings at every festival they've participated in for the past 17 years in a row. Let's take a listen to the West Ottawa High School Marching Band.
I still haven't seen that purple hippopotamus. I saw purple flags.
Purple flags going by with the West Ottawa High School Marching Band, but you're right, still looking for that purple hippopotamus. West Ottawa Great Lakes for Festival Mondial. Together we are one is the motto of Festival Mondial, which takes place on the Tilburg in the Netherlands. The focus is on celebrating cultures from all corners of the globe. The flags represent the many countries of our world. There are over 460 students from preschool through 5th grade attending Great Lakes. Their school theme this year is Better Together, and we certainly are. They're celebrating their diversity throughout this school year. Over 150 students and adults are joining in this year's parade. 150 students from that school alone in today's parade,
Awesome.
Tim. Beautiful
West
flags from
Ottawa
all the world.
Woodside School, Cookenhof. Westside students are representing the Cookenhof and will be taking care of the gardening needs for the tulips of Tulip Time. Right behind them is the Zeeland Cityside Marching Band. Zeeland Cityside School Band is a longtime participant in the Tulip Time parades. As a group, we're so grateful to be back performing in front of the Tulip Time audience. So it's fine, my daughter was part of this band growing up.
She's helping us with Tulip Time this year, doing a great job helping organize the walking tours and the motor coach tours.
And motor coach, and she's serving as a tour guide. I think she's done about 7 tours already.
All right, it's a family affair. Let's take a listen to Zeeland City Side Marching Band.
Well, Nathan, right behind them is something very familiar to you.
Midwest Communication, WHTC and WYVN, 99.7 and 1450 AM. WHTC is a news and talk station featuring local and syndicated talk programming and lots of local sports, plus the Tigers, Red Wings, and the Lions. 92.7 in the van plays classic hits for the Holland and the Lakeshore.
Overijssel Lumber is right behind them as the family business has been long serving West Michigan since 1925. With deep roots in the Holland community, they're thrilled to be part of the Tulip Time tradition once again.
And this is Zeeland Creekside Marching Band. The middle school band is an accomplished group that performs all over the Grand Rapids and Holland area. Let's take a listen. Tim, we're just starting the 5th division, still looking for that elusive purple hippopotamus. We've got championship martial arts performing in the streets today. They do all kinds of great martial arts training at Championship Martial Arts, and they may be performing for us with nunchucks and all kinds of high kicks. Here they go.
So if you're going to go in the alley of Holland, would you want to go against them or with them?
I think I'd want them on my side anytime, if there were a dark alley here in Holland, Michigan.
Eagle Crest Charter Academy's band following them up. Heritage Academy sponsored school right here in our own community. Let's take a listen. Well, Quality Car Wash. Float features a miniature car wash complete with mini cars, some cute mini drivers, and mini spinning car wash brushes. There are three Quality Car Wash and soon to be 4 and soon to be 5 and 6 locations to serve the Holland area.
You've got a couple of kids that work at Quality Car Wash, don't you?
I did. They had done their entire community.
And this is the Zeeland Youth Dance Company. Zeeland Youth Dance Company is in its 13th performance season. Company members include dancers in 5th through 12th grade from several area school districts. Dancers go through an audition process to become a part of the community and rehearse weekly, in addition to participating in required technique classes. This year, the company is divided into 4 divisions: the ZYDC Teal, ZYDC Silver, the Zeeland Dance Company, and the Jazz Tap Company. Today, you're seeing dancers from ZYDC Teal and Silver. For the 5th time this past December, ZYDC hosted its benefits.
West Michigan Community Bank's right behind them. They're sporting their West Michigan logo and their blue colors. West Michigan Community Bank welcomes you to Tulip Time with a windmill amid a bed of tulips.
Near and dear to my heart, Benjamin's Hope, a live, learn, play, worship farmstead community designed to address the multifaceted needs of individuals and families affected by autism and other intellectual and developmental differences. Ben's Hope was founded in 2007. Great program, great place.
Ms. Wheelchair of Michigan. Ms. Wheelchair of Michigan organization celebrates women that use wheelchairs for mobility. This allows them to share their voice and bring attention to the various barriers that continue to face people with disabilities throughout Michigan.
This is Beechwood Church. Beechwood Church is our host for the Artisan Market as well as the Quilt Show and American Legion Band Concert. Beechwood students are organizing a 5K fundraiser this year.
Right before them was the Lakeshore Mountain Bike Sisters for biking. And here are the students from Calvary Schools. Their theme is fishing. Calvary Schools of Holland has 2 campuses housing students from K4 and through 12th grade. The school is part of the Ambleside Schools International and is based in Charlotte Mason's educational approach. In honor of the Dutch tradition of fishing, students are carrying fish that they have handcrafted.
They've painted, stitched, or knitted their prop. Our younger students are riding in style, while our older students are riding their brightly decorated bikes, hoping to entice the fish to bite. Matthew 4:19, Jesus said, "Follow me, and I will make you a fisher of men." Oh, there they are, riding in style on that wonderful pontoon boat.
Right behind them, the Zeeland Christian Middle School Marching Band. Zeeland Christian Schools is a 3-school through 8th grade Christian school offering a non-traditional English program and only 100% Christian Mandarin, the only 100% Christian Mandarin immersion program in the Midwest, and the largest Christian Spanish immersion program in Michigan. The culture of Zeeland Christian is impacted by the second oldest inclusion program in North America. Every child is celebrated for their unique abilities and loved as a child of God. Today, they are represented by 7th and 8th grade bands.
West Michigan Home Group is a real estate team that's part of 5-Star Real Estate Lakeshore. They've got over 50 years of combined real estate experience and an incredibly loud fire truck. They strive to provide West Michigan with only the best home buying and selling experiences. They're on a 1954 Seagrave antique fire truck.
They are testing your abilities to speak over loud noises. Turning Point School of Dance is our next entry. Was founded in 1999 and is a 501c3 nonprofit Christian ministry.
Dancing their way through this 1.5-mile parade route today. The
In
American
the hot
House of
heat.
Holland. It's a hot day out there. American House senior living communities are designed with all the comforts you would expect to find in your own home. You're sure to find an apartment that's right for you in one of their independent living, assisted living, or memory care buildings.
Latin America's United for Progress, LAUP is what we call them around here, empower Latinos to participate in creating a better community for all through advocacy, celebration, and education. LAUP was established in 1974 and having been impacting the West Michigan community for generations through their adult and youth and student programs.
This is At Home Realty West Michigan. Life is good at home. They're proud to be a local company with agents and staff that live here, work here, play here, and give here. Their focus on community and family sets them apart, providing a positive, refreshing, and expert approach to your real estate needs. They're honored and humbled to be named the 2020 Most Innovative Workplace and will remain committed to providing you and your families with the very best customer experience in the service and retail estate and real estate excellence. You can visit At Home at their downtown location, right downtown Holland, and take a ride down their giant green tube slide.
Walked down there today. There was a lot of energy downtown with that group.
Mental Health Foundation of West Michigan.
Well, the Be Nice program has really impacted our community, and it's been expanded now around our nation. The program is educating kids as young as kindergarten up through adults as employees within workplace. The Be Nice campaign action plan gives individuals the knowledge and confidence to take action when it comes to mental health.
Great overhead shot of the great crowds that we've got down here. This is Division 6, the Vanderbilt Academy, Voyage to the New World. The Vanderbilt students are depicting the Dutch settlers' trip to America. The young 5 students are riding in miniature canal boats. The kindergartners and first grade students are carrying blue ropes to represent the ocean they crossed on their voyage. The second and third grade students are carrying items they took with them on the voyage, like, say, axes, saws, wooden shoes, and tulips. And the fourth graders are carrying signs that tell facts about their voyage. Vanderbilt Academy is proud to be part of this community celebration. Huge group from Vanderbilt Academy. Yeah, great close-ups of the kids. Hundreds and hundreds of kids out here today having a great time in their first Tulip Time Parade.
And they still look pretty fresh, Nathan, in this heat.
They do. We're about halfway down the parade route. They're going to head down around the corner, finish up at Holland Park. They'll have another bottle of water and maybe a can of pop waiting for them, and their bus right back to their school and their folks again. Everybody's so happy to have the opportunity to be out here today enjoying this phenomenal Tulip Time weather and Tulip Time week we're having.
They're behind it. I love the tractors coming behind them.
Are these the Dutch canal boats? Oh, these are the canal boats. Canal boats are following along behind them. Great antique tractors pulling them along the way.
That is adorable. Oh.
That's the way to ride in a Tulip Time Parade.
That's awesome. Right behind them is the Vanderbilt Academy Voyager Band. The Vanderbilt Voyager Band has been participating in Tulip Time since 2004. The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band is combined to bring us 60 marching students. In addition to the working on their music during school, students have intense after-school marching practices to prepare their presentation for our audience. Let's listen.
This is Coldwell Banker Woodland Schmidt. They're a Holland-based real estate company specializing in residential and commercial real estate sales. Local office locations include Holland, Zeeland, Saugatuck, and Grand Haven. Each year, Coldwell Banker Woodland Schmidt agents and staff donated tens of thousands of dollars for local charities, including Toys for Tots, Kids Food Basket, Hope Packages, and the Children's Advocacy Center. They also donated over 250 life jackets to various lakeshore harbors and 250 winter coats to 2 local elementary schools. Agents and staff also participate in Habitat for Humanity, Be Nice, blood drives, and other area causes. So we got a big treat here. This is Elzinga and Volkers in their amazing wooden shoes. These are handcrafted, designed by the Elzinga and Volkers local construction company. They're built on a zero-turn lawnmower. They can do spins, they can do loops. They wanted to put a little fun into the parade. They had a little extra time on their hands.
But can they slice and can they dice?
They can dice, they can slice, they can make julienne fries. Followed by their brand new ice cream, U-Scream ice cream truck.
So cool. South Olive Christian Schools, representing the Dutch agriculture. I can say that word. Started as the rural school for the local students whose many families were farmers. They're proud to be representing the farming community and our heritage. They're carrying the eggs and the chickens and the cheese.
They've got it all. We've got a lot of agriculture in this area, and this is the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. City of Holland bridges between Ottawa County and Allegan County, and the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office truck is pulling the newest Sheriff's Office patrol boat, which is a 25-foot boat built by Fluid Watercraft. This patrol boat is the 780 patrol boat model powered by a 300 Yamaha outboard engine and an incredibly loud siren.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if there's anywhere I'd like to be this summer, it's out on the lake in that boat. That looks like an incredible way to spend a sunny afternoon like this.
Be sure to have a purpose if you're on that boat there, Mayor. The Holland CMA Crossroad Riders, this Christian Motorcycle Association vision is changing the world one heart at a time. Their mission is to inspire our leaders and members to be the most organized, advanced, equipped, and financially stable organization, full of integrity in the motorcycling industry and the kingdom of God. Way they represent.
I love the fact that they've even got tulips on the motorcycles. That's getting into the spirit of the festival. Oh, and something new this year, the Holland Waterfront Celtic Festival and Highland Games. Holland Waterfront Festival new on June 24 and 25 this year at Window on the Waterfront. The Saturday festival is Highland Games, Irish music, Scottish clans, food vendors, retail vendors, a kids area, bagpipe bands, and more. All preceded by Friday night Ceilidh or party in a huge Irish pub tent. Tim, I'm going to be there making sure that I enjoy the Celtic Irish heritage of the city of Holland. Go to hollandcelticfestival.org.
I'll let you pick me up and we'll go together. Bentler Automotive is located at 533 Ottawa Avenue in Holland, Michigan, is one of our larger union automotive manufacturers in the city of Holland. If interested in more information regarding Bentler, please contact them at bentler.com/en.
We've got a lot of auto manufacturers here in the city, all of them looking for employees any chance they can get, and using the Tulip Time Festival Parade as an opportunity for that. Get those eyes out there, get people in there, making sure that we're fully employed. This is the Women's Literary Club of Holland. They're celebrating their 124th year this year, Tim. This organization has been recognized as promoting the Tulip Festival in Holland, Michigan ever since a biology teacher named
Lyda Rogers
presented a city beautification program to the organization in 1927 when she first proposed the idea of planting tulips and celebrating Holland with a Tulip Day.
93 years later, here we are.
All started at the Women's Literary Club.
Bright and beautiful downtown kitty corner from Centennial Park.
And this is Sound Off Signal.
Sound Off Signal. He needs a Sound Off Signal. We're planted across Safety Solutions Industries in the West Michigan in 1992 when George Barrichter, I'd like to buy a vowel.
There's a lot of them there.
Arranged with a small motorcycle flasher startup, and he branched out to emergency vehicles.
One of the things I love so much about this is that everyone who wants to go by the tent wants to make sure they do their sirens every chance they can get, make sure that they get them on air. This is the Ottawa Intermediate School District peer-to-peer program in the Ottawa Area Center, Tulips to Wooden Shoes. The Ottawa Area Center is a school that serves students with physical and mental impairments and provides them with an adaptive instruction to enhance their quality of life. The students enjoy the excitement of participating in the Kinderparade. They enjoy wearing Dutch costumes and hearing and cheering from the parade spectators, along with marching with our school mascot, Ollie the Owl. This is their 29th year participating in this parade. Great program, great group of kids. My wife teaches adapted physical education over in Hudsonville. A lot of her students end up going to the Ottawa Area Center as well. Phenomenal program for our area students.
Great hearts for the people serving there. We're so appreciative of what they do.
This is a big group, Tim. They brought a lot of folks out here today to enjoy this beautiful sunshine.
Well, they had pent-up energy, Nathan. Hasn't happened for 3 years. They're ready to go.
Their pent-up energy, our pent-up energy. We've been practicing for this parade for months, getting ready to be out there and be able to see the spectacle that is Tulip Time. It's been a phenomenal week. We've had a really, really very busy week. You keep yourself busy all throughout town. I keep myself busy all throughout town. This has been a phenomenal week, and the next couple of days are going to be spectacular as well.
Yeah, I feel really blessed to be serving in our community. I'm just really proud of all the different entities that are working together as part of the Holland community, between the police department, the city parks and rec departments, our nonprofits, everything that's taking place. They really roll up their sleeves and help the other and to be a blessing. It's so really, really awesome.
It takes that community effort to make something like this happen. When we have 500,000 people come into a community of 35 35,000 people over the course of 1 week. It takes everybody stepping up, pitching in, hundreds of volunteers. And hey, here's one of the highlights of the parade this year and every year, the Holland High School Marching Band. The Holland High School Marching Band, under the direction of Bethany Vanoss, is renowned for performing its choreographed routine in wooden shoes to the signature song,
Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
At the annual Tulip Time parades. In previous years, the band has performed in the Tournament of Roses parade twice, the Indy 500 pre-race parade 6 times, 11 times at Walt Disney World and twice at Disneyland, as well as Thanksgiving parades in both Detroit and Chicago, including performing for 6 U.S. presidents. My wife performed in the second inaugural parade for Ronald Reagan as part of this band, marching in wooden shoes.
Very fun.
They most recently, in the fall of 2021, they competed in the Granville and Jenison High School Scholastic Marching Band Invitationals, where they placed first in Class A, bringing home awards in Best Music, Best Marching, Best Percussion, and for their show entitled Dreamscapes. This is the world-renowned Holland High School Marching Dutch, marching in their signature wooden shoes.
Doing their high step and high kick.
Tim, what a phenomenal parade we had today. That was the Holland High School Marching Dutch, the grand finale of today's parade. Beautiful day, beautiful week.
Awesome day.
We had tuba players, we had bass drum players. They all made it at least this far in the parade, getting squirted with water. It's been a spectacularly warm
Very
day.
fun. I have not seen, though, any purple anything.
No purple hippopotamus.
No herp.
We were looking, never got a chance to see it.
No.
Hey, Tim, what do we have on tap for the next couple of days with the Tulip Time Festival?
Well, my goodness, we have a few spots left for the walking tours that are taking place. Parade on Saturday.
It's going to be a great day on Saturday. It looks like it's about a high as 70.